Namaskar, all of you. So, today is day 13 of the SaveSoil movement, and it's a very special day because today is the first day of the lunisolar calendar, and traditionally, this is celebrated as New Year's Day in many regions of India and even outside, like in Indonesia. So, in India, especially in Andhra, Karnataka, Telangana, Maharashtra, so this is a very uh, important day because this is called by different names in different regions, Ugadi or Gudi Padwa or Puttanadu. So this day is considered as very special because this is the first day of the Chaitra Navratri. So Navratri is also starting from today, the Chaitra Navratri. So today is the first day. So this is traditionally considered as a very important day and an auspicious day to make a new beginning. So how you can make use of this day today? So I remember Sadhguru mentioning this that on Ugadi or this New Year's Day, it's very good if you can spend some time in a powerfully consecrated space. So traditionally, you will see that lakhs of devotees they visit temples on this day. If you go to any temple on this particular day, you will see there will be a lot of devotees thronging the temples because they were told that at least on this day they should be near a powerfully consecrated space and imbibe the energies. So even if you see in the ashram, the Isha Yoga Center, Dhyanlinga Temple, and other temples, wherever there are powerfully consecrated spaces, you will see that on this day it will be packed. There will be a lot of visitors. There will be a lot of devotees coming to these temples. So if you're staying in a place where you can visit a powerfully consecrated space nearby to you, if you have a temple nearby to you or some other consecrated space, or those of you who have yantras at home, if you have Sannidhi, Sadguru Sannidhi at home, or the Linga Bhairavi yantra, or any other yantras which can consecrate the space powerfully. So it will be nice if you can spend a few hours today in that space. If you don't have at home, try to visit somebody else's home where they have a powerfully consecrated space. If not a temple, at least in someone's home where they have a powerfully consecrated space, see if you can spend some time there, at least few hours. If you can do your practices there or just sit and meditate, that will be wonderful. If you can also take a dip in any natural source of water, if you have nearby to where you stay, if you have a lake or a river or maybe even in an ocean, Sadhguru was mentioning this, that if you just take a dip for about 15-20 minutes, if you dip yourself in the water, natural source of water, I'm not saying about a swimming pool, if you have a natural source of water like a lake or a river or similar, if they still exist near you, and generally now you will see in most places it's dried up, but if there is, you can see if you can take a dip first and for 15-20 minutes, and then after that visit a powerfully consecrated space or just sit and do your practices. Those of you who have learned some yogic practices, see if you can spend more time doing your sadhana today, more time doing your yogic practices. It will be very beneficial because you will see that these days, whether it's full moon or new moon or navaratris or Ugadi or so many other occasions, people understood what it is doing in their system because it is creating certain changes in the system. If you look at the lunar calendar, it is designed the way it is that every day it may create something different in your system. So if you just can realize that and do things accordingly, you see every day there's a certain thing or a certain practice which you can do. People had this traditional knowledge. So for most of the people, Sadhguru was mentioning that they do get influenced by what is happening outside, and it's best to make use of whatever is happening outside for our well-being. So that's why for different days they had sadhanas, etc. Like for full moon, for new moon, for Ugadi, for so many things, Navratri. So traditionally on Navratri people fast and they do other pujas, etc., because they want to make use of these 9 days starting from the Chaitra. There are at least two Navratris in a year, and this one, happens to start from Ugadi time. So, whichever region of the country you're from, you will see that there is some significance, and you can make use of these days to your for your advantage, for your well-being. So please see if you can make use of this. If you can spend some time today, if you can take a dip in a natural source of water if possible, and if you can sit and spend some time in a consecrated space, spend more time doing your sadhana. So see if you can also connect. You can also connect with this earth, and see, this is the time for you to renew your pledge towards saving the earth, the soil, and water. This is a time when you can renew your pledge, because these elements which are making us, which are giving us life, it is our responsibility to see how we can take a pledge to renew them, to replenish them. So today being Ugadi or New Year's Day, let us see if we all can take a pledge to see that what we can do in terms of our efforts, if we can do our best in replenishing and renewing these natural elements which are making our life. So this is a good time for us to, if you haven't started already, if you think that it is not important enough for you to do something about it, and maybe you are just very insignificant to do something, please don't do that, because every person, every voice, every single person matters. And it's not about how big or how small your contribution is. If at least you can make a contribution, you can start by making a contribution. It doesn't matter whatever it is. As I said on the first day, it could be even as simple as just doing your practice every day and dedicating it to the soil, at least, so that the soil is there in your consciousness for the next 90 days or so, which we have remaining for the journey. If at least it's there in your consciousness, this itself is a great offering, that every day when you do something, you remember the soil. And today being Ugadi, please see if you can use this opportunity to renew your commitment. If you haven't started already, please see if you can at least start from today. You can start your sadhana from today for the soil. We also have a Facebook group to help you to share with others. So we'll also share the link in the comment section. If you can join that, and with other meditators who are part of the group, see if you can contribute every day from today until the SaveSoil journey is going on. If you can do something for the soil, that could be your contribution, and today is a good day to start. So I hope to hear from all of you about how you're celebrating today, and how you spend this day today. So please share with us, and let us make it happen to save soil. Namaskaram.